Ta-da! Welcome to my house, friends, for children's worship. I'm so glad that you've tuned in again this week. So let's start our morning off right by passing the peace to our friends, our family, whoever's around, maybe even your dog. Well, today have I got a great story for you about forgiveness. And what is forgiveness? Forgiveness is choosing that someone who's wronged you doesn't have to pay. Let's say that again. But how about this time? We say it in our highest, squeakiest voice. You ready? Great job, friends. And have I got a Bible story for you? Since we're now on really social lockdown, I've decided to enlist my dog. He's so smart, he knows how to talk. So here's his story. Roll it.
Hi everyone, I'm Bruce, and I have a great Bible story about forgiveness. This one is from the book of Matthew. One day, one of Jesus' friends, Peter, came to Jesus with a question. Lord, how many times should I forgive my brother or sister who sinned against me? Up to 7 times? Well, Peter was in for a huge surprise because Jesus said, I tell you not 7 times, but 77 times. What? Jesus said we should forgive someone 77 times. If you're as confused as Peter probably was when he heard this answer, don't worry. Jesus told him a parable to explain what he meant. Jesus said that the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to collect all the money his servants owed him. There was one man in the kingdom who owed the king 10,000 bags of gold, but this man wasn't able to pay. He begged for more time to pay it back. Please, oh please. And his master decided to forgive the man and let him go. So then that servant found another servant, and this man owed him 100 silver coins. The first servant choked the man and demanded his money back. The man begged for more time to pay it back. Please, let me have more time. But then the first servant had the man thrown in prison. Can you believe that? The first servant had just been forgiven, big time, but he wasn't willing to forgive someone else? It didn't take long before the king found out what had happened, and he called in the first servant. You evil servant, he said, I forgave all that you owed me because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have mercy on the other servant just as I had mercy on you? The king had the man thrown into jail until he could pay back the 10,000 bags of gold. Jesus often used stories like this one to help people understand God. He told this story and then he said, This is how my Father in heaven will treat each of you unless you forgive your brother or sister from your heart. Hope you enjoyed story time.
Thanks, Bruce, for telling us that amazing story. Gosh, it's so cool having a dog that talks and reads. He's going to really help me with this homeschooling thing. Well, Jesus told this story to illustrate how important it is to forgive each other. We can never underestimate how important it is to forgive one another like our brothers and sisters, and that we don't do it just one time, we do it 77 times. So friends, this week, when you guys get in fights, make sure that you forgive, not just once, but 77 times, all right? And that leads us to our bottom line, that if you don't forgive, you're actually going to miss out. Yeah, God doesn't want us to miss out on forgiveness, and that's why he gives it so freely to us. And it's our job to give freely to other people too. So, like I said, as you go about this week and you get in arguments over silly things like the very last roll of toilet paper, make sure that you're doing some great forgiveness. Let's close our time in prayer. God, thank you so much for this wonderful story that you told through your son Jesus about forgiveness, not just 77 times, but a bajillion times, because we know how much you forgive us. We need to do the same thing so we don't miss out. It's in your name we pray. Amen. See you next time, friends. Have a great week. Bye.